Hi everyone, today I'll be reviewing the book Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Slayer by Seth Graham Smith. This book has already been adapted into a Hollywood film and was released in our Malaysian cinemas a few weeks ago. Let me share with you more on the author. He was also the author of best-selling Pride, Prejudice and Zombies. Seth has this impeccable knack for taking a twist on classics and making them more modern and appealing to perhaps today's teenagers and youth. Well, what's interesting about this book is that Seth took a twist on the story of Abraham Lincoln and made him into a vampire slayer, as the title suggests. It's kind of difficult imagining, maybe it's not so difficult, imagining the President of the United States, one who's very famous for wearing a top hat, slaying vampires. In this book, it started out with the introduction with Seth actually being in his store when this aloof customer of his came over and asked him to write about this pack of journals. And so we move on to chapter 1. Well, Abraham Lincoln was actually inspired to be a vampire killer because his mother mysteriously died, and later on he realized it was actually a job of vampires. So to avenge his mother's death, he goes on a journey to kill vampires and hunt them down. This also leads him to being a president of the United States. This book is very interesting because I feel it takes a different, unique twist on history, makes something that is usually boring and dull to a normal 16-year-old interesting and exciting. I love the way also the story is been told. It's told during the first person's point of view, and then it moves on to the story, and then it switches back again. It might sound a little confusing at times, but it's not that difficult. It's not like some other classics like Wuthering Heights where you get completely confused who's talking. There is a pretty clear definition story voice here in this book. What I also like about this book is that it has pictures like this one here. So it's pretty interesting. It's not very boring. There's pictures. And who will enjoy this book? Well, anyone who likes vampires, who wants to read a vampire book that's not involving a love triangle and this soapy love stuff, and get a little taste of history and American Civil War, go ahead, try it out. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer. Ooh, did I mention there's a lot of action in this book? So guys, you definitely want to check this out. It's not boring.